What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Social Sig vlog number 50. I know last week that I said it was the 50th one, but I was wrong, and it was actually the 49th one. It's currently Thursday, February 16th, and you can look outside, and it is absolutely crazy with this snow blizzard. Yeah, I think everyone is just kind of hunkered down right now. We had band practice plans this afternoon, but canceled them because the roads are so bad. And I think we're getting like 8 or 10 inches tonight, which is pretty crazy. And I think a lot of people are just about over with winter, and we're getting some warmer weather, and then we just get dumped again. I think this happens like every year, but pretty used to it at this point. Things are going good. Definitely a roller coaster of a week. I don't know, it was a good week overall, but definitely some ups and some downs. Just kind of plugging along, man. Winter is just like this end stretch of winter always is just I just want to get it over with, but hanging in there. So I guess last Thursday was the last I vlogged. Not sure if I remember what I did. Friday I worked, and then I had band practice right after work. That was good. And after band practice, we were just kind of getting ready for our show at the Sea House in Beloit on Saturday. And so Friday night I think I just went home and worked on some music, probably. I've been working on some new tunes lately. I've been writing a lot, and just like 3 songs. I'm like kind of in the one song I finished this week, which feels really good. Sorry, my thoughts are just kind of like all over the place right now, but one song I wrote, it's called With You. It was a Valentine's Day song I wrote for my girlfriend Sheila. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's real short and cute, and I got a lot of points across, and it was a gift to her for Valentine's Day, so that was really sweet, and she loved it. And then these other 2 songs, one I started writing the end of January, it's called January, and then this other one I was just randomly jamming out, and I'm really excited about it. It's kind of a more Rasta feel, and I don't really have lyrics, but I got some melodies, and I'm really stoked about it, so excited to work on that one a little bit more. I've been thinking about getting Logic Pro soon, just getting some ducks in a row with life and just my finances, and still like I got to get my checks for the Social Sig business. I have like the second half of checks, but I need to get the first half of checks, and those ones just delivered. I don't know why they shipped separately. In the first half, they are in West Bend, so I got to go there on Sunday because I got to start on like the lower numbers. I don't know if it means anything, but yeah. So then I don't know if that made any sense to anybody, but cool. So Saturday, I just kind of hung out throughout the day. I was working on some music probably and just hanging around. Having a hard time remembering my weeks lately. Maybe it's just this one. But Saturday night, we had a show in Beloit, which I didn't realize until Saturday that Beloit was an hour and 15 minutes away. I thought it was 45 minutes, so it was pretty long of a drive. It was a really dark night, too, and I hate driving when it's dark. But we all took the van, me, Kai, Jacob, and Austin. We all piled in the man van and drove out there, and it took a while to find the place because it's like on campus and there's a lot of one-ways, and it was like the Sea House is like a college bar on campus, and it was actually a really sweet venue, and the people there were super nice, and there's a good amount of kids that came by, and there's probably like 100 people that came and went the whole night for sure. There's Chap Lips, Shuby, and Social Sig, and Chap Lips, those dudes are just full of a ball of energy. I feel like I've mentioned them a few times, and finally had a show together, and I saw them live for the first time, and really impressed on how technical and they were pretty darn tight for what they were doing, and excited to see them rip a house show. We have a show with them at the Washroom in March, so yeah, that show is gonna be insane. And then Shuby is always a good hang. I had a podcast with them last week, and specifically with Nick and Parker, and those dudes are really fun, and it was just good to see them. And then drove back. It was a late ass night. We didn't start music until 10, and we played last, so we didn't go on until like maybe 12, and which was fine and all. And just driving back at night, we probably got home at like 3. I was feeling pretty anxious that night, so I drove over to my girlfriend's house and slept there, which was really nice, and got to chill out on Sunday. But I don't know, kind of slept in a little bit, but I also I didn't go to bed till like 4, which is crazy. And then Sunday was the Super Bowl, but before that, I went over to the Marquette Radio Media Day session they were hosting, because we're doing a radio roulette, sort of like Battle of the Bands competition tomorrow night. And on Sunday, they wanted to take a bunch of photos to promote this show. It's gonna be really sweet. We got Chloe, I think she goes by Chloe Cleopatra. I forget what her music name is. I'm sorry. I think it's Cleopatra. Chloe, Dwayne, Micah Emmerich, Bug Moment, Spider Creek, and Social Sig. All artists from all different genres of music, so it's really, really, really sweet. Also, on Saturday, the next day, we are playing at Club Kramer, which is my cousin Michael's house. And that was one of our first house shows we did after kind of once COVID was kind of disappearing a little bit. And haven't been back since for a show that we've played. So really excited to play that. That show is going to get really rowdy and really sweaty. So stoked about that with T. Guerra and Scarlett D'Amour from Chicago. Anyways, so I did the media day shoot on Sunday. That was really fun. Everyone there was so kind and lovely. And I saw Bug Moment there, Dwayne, Micah. I met Spider Creek. They're all really nice. And then also Bug Moment was like, oh, we're probably going to go to the public market afterwards and grab some food. And I was like, I'm super hungry and really down. So went over there with Gray, Elias, and Aiden of Bug Moments, and we walked around the public market. It was super sunny and warm that day too. It was just so nice, and we sat up. I got a cheeseburger, and we just had a really good talk about a whole bunch of different stuff in the Milwaukee scene for like an hour, it felt like, and maybe longer. So that was really great. And then I went home and then made dinner with my girlfriend, and we watched the Super Bowl and just kind of had a chill night. And I think I started watching Tommy Boy. I started watching Tommy Boy this week, which with Chris Farley and David Spade. It was really funny. I didn't finish it completely, but it was really funny. I'm starting to realize how many movies I watch in a week, and I gotta start writing these down, because I probably watch because I don't watch TV shows, I like to watch movies, and I've probably watched like 2 to 3 movies a week, especially in the winter time. So that's my thing. I love movies. And then, so yeah, that was my Sunday. Go Eagles. I guess they lost, but really good game. And on Monday, it's been a pretty chill week this week at work, honestly. Way more chill than last week, which is good. We're having a lot more apartments come available and stuff, and I don't know, just a pretty relaxed week though overall. Monday night I had did I have a podcast? No, I didn't have a podcast. I think I've just been working on music. I've been feeling really good just working on music lately, and just getting my creative juices flow, and it just feels really healthy, and I feel that I'm in my best states when I'm in that creative flow. And this is the night that I had wrote and then finished the With You song that I wrote for Sheila. Maybe I'll record it and release it one day. It's really cute and I love it. Yeah, so did that Monday night. Tuesday night, of course, hung out with my girlfriend, and had a good night there. We watched a bunch of Kill Tony. If anyone knows what Kill Tony is, it's a stand-up comedy show on YouTube that's live. It's a live podcast. Really hilarious show. Watched that and then tried watching a scary movie afterwards. It was a little bit too scary, so we just went to bed afterwards. And I've been sleeping really deep this week. Sleeping really deep and waking up really tired. But once I get going, I get going. But yeah, it's just the weather, I think. Wow, this freaking winter, man. And then last night I had a podcast with Micah Emmerich, who's a longtime homie of mine, who's also in the Radio Roulette tomorrow, and we will battle against each other, which is going to be really fun, just because I know pretty much everyone that we're competing against, and I'm trying not to think about the whole competition part of it all, and just gonna have fun, and it's just gonna be sweet to be with everybody, and yeah, it's just good exposure for all of us, I guess, because it is like we are all in different genres, so it's going to be really interesting how to judge, and I'm already prepared not to take anything too personal at all, so that's going to be really sweet. And then also the winner gets a opening slot at the spring concert for Marquette, and usually they bring in like a national act, so whoever gets it, it'll be sweet for them. So that's really cool that Marquette's putting it on, and I'm really stoked about this opportunity. And then today, so yeah, I had a podcast with Mikey. You can check it out. I just edited and posted it today. And then yeah, just gonna be working on some more music tonight and maybe skateboard a little bit. Yeah, I also skateboarded this week at some point, and I felt really, really good. I haven't skateboarded in a while, just getting my body moving, and I feel the last few weeks I just haven't been moving and sweating as much as I probably should be. So yeah, that feels nice to finally get my body moving, and I think I definitely need to do a little bit more. But yeah, so 2 shows this weekend. Been busy working on my Shopify, getting that ready to go with some t-shirt designs so that people can buy them online. Figuring out some stuff with the bank account, and just getting like I said, my ducks in a row for like the Social Sig LLC. And then yeah, just trying to figure out and solidify like a logo, and just like I'm always fucking working, and I've also kind of realized like I'm maybe a little bit too crazy about it at some points, but it's I think I have this gene where I just can't stop for some reason. I just need to fucking chill out. But it's cool too, because I get a lot of stuff done, which is nice. I feel like I had a lot more to talk about too for whatever reason, but yeah, just solidifying all these spring shows. I was talking more with Kit today about the Turner Hall Ballroom show, August 25th. Mark your damn calendar. It's going to be the craziest show ever. I talked about it before, and we aren't officially announcing it until April 25th, right before I leave for Europe. So that's going to be absolutely insane. Also, the Diet Light album release show at the Back Room that we're opening for, that got released this week. Also, another show at the Washroom, that Chapped Lips with Totally Cash got released this week. And just yeah, my day-to-days are pretty gnarly with like these all these bookings kind of coming through and getting like everything all to go with like the schedules. It's literally a business, so it's fun. And then also just people reaching out about like questions with like the Milwaukee scene and like how to do shows and book shows, and then just people reaching out like saying that they love the music, they love the podcast, and it's just all fucking great and cool, and we're just keeping it going, and lots of momentum. So yeah, so keeping things steady. Oh, this is what I did Friday night. We had band practice, and then I was super bored, so I hit up my friend Nick, who I haven't hung out with a while, and he's a videographer, filmmaker in Milwaukee. And it's always a good hang with Nick, and he's just such a cool dude, and I've known him for a while. So I texted him, I was like, what are you doing tonight? And he's like, dude, so bored right now. So I was like, do you want to come over and just like kick it? So he came over, and then we just started talking about things we're working on. We got some beers or drinks, $5 drinks at the Falcon Bowl, which is right across the street from me. And it's a bowling alley, like it's all super vintage. There's a pool table, there's a round bar. It's awesome. I love the Falcon Bowl a lot. And we were just shooting the shit, playing some pool. And then my tita Ida and Scott, they were like, what are you guys doing tonight? And I was like, yeah, we're maybe gonna go to a house show, blah blah blah. And she's like, come over for free beer. So we Ubered over there, and we played more pool in their basement and just kicked it, and hung out with Scott and Ida, and it was just super fun. So that was a really, really fun night. I had a great time. Yeah, so things are going steady and keeping it moving. Also on Saturday, Jesus, yeah, I told you, I feel like there's more I had to talk about. I got dropped off these System seltzers by this guy named Matt, who I met at the Boone and Crockett. And he works for this company called System, and they're out of Wisconsin, and it's basically an electrolyte seltzer. And there's options for 0%, 5%, and 8%. And they are very tasty, and this is technically the first like sponsorship, if you want to call it. He was like, yeah, these are for the podcast if you want to. I'm drinking one right now. So shout out System Seltzers. But really stoked to have this like first official, like it's not official, but he just like literally dropped off some beers for me. But basically to promote the seltzers, and they're really tasty. So this is the kind of stuff I want to start like working towards with the podcast, as far as like working with other people to promote their stuff, and have me drink their products and have a good time off of them. So yeah, so that's it was very kind, and a cool like milestone, kinda, not really, but yeah. So all right, gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I guess this next week, just 2 shows, and yeah, gonna be shoveling a lot. Just kidding, I have people that come shovel because I live in a place that the company, I guess, pays for them to come and show up and shovel my place. But it feels like I should be shoveling. All right, love you guys, bye.